Do you ever feel like fate conspires against you and forces your past failures to come back full circle? Back when I was in high school, I found I rather enjoyed chemistry and decided I'd major in chemical engineering. I like chemistry, I like to make things. Why not? And so I took the first 2 years of college chemistry courses and I generally enjoyed it until I hit organic chemistry. Then I started to question that direction of life and ended up choosing a more creative direction with my career, video production. Now, 10 years later, somehow everything has come full circle and I find myself really wishing I had completed that degree in chemistry. There's been a gap in our videos the past few weeks, partly because of this challenge. For most projects, I've been able to understand the science behind it, but with cosmetics, it required me to get rather technical and deep into chemistry I don't fully understand, and to also upgrade a lot of my equipment. And because of that, I've been running into failures over and over again. That's been one cause of our gap, but another was our trip to LA to participate in the Streamy Awards, which we unfortunately lost out to Veritasium. It was there in LA with the Streamies and some other appointments we had there that I found myself between two worlds that I felt I didn't really belong. The string of YouTubers producing quick daily vlogs and the world of network television. This series started out as an attempt to get picked up by network television when we first started on a local channel here in Minneapolis. But since then, when we transitioned to YouTube, I feel like it developed greatly by being on this medium and has allowed us much greater flexibility than would ever be possible in television. While we are still pursuing some potentials of returning to TV in the future, I don't think it could ever have the same potential as we have here. But it's obvious this is not the type of content YouTube is built for. YouTube rewards frequent and consistent videos, and we've tried as best as possible this past year to play that game, just in order to grow our size. But with the complexity of what we do, we frequently run into issues and roadblocks that either cause the quality of our content to dip or causes gaps in our releases. And now, with the restrictions of advertisement by the adpocalypse of late, we don't want our content to be restricted only to advertiser-friendly topics. I want to be able to fully explore all the details of the items we use every day, even the ugly facts behind them. We had a series planned on the topic of meat, which explores making a couple of meat products as well as the ethical questions that surround the raising and eating of meat. But it's difficult to be too motivated to cover a topic like that when it has a chance of being demonetized. And while the series struggles to continue financially, it would be a large blow to produce content like that doesn't earn us any ad revenue. We've fortunately been able to attract some sponsors for our past few videos, and we'll be doing a paid ad video later this week. But we definitely want to not be dependent on these sponsors, and I'd personally rather not have to do any of them to survive in order to keep this channel going. So for all these reasons, we're going to be slowly transitioning and experimenting with a new strategy that focuses more on emphasizing the viewer support format with Patreon. One person pledging $1 is worth more than 700 different people viewing one of our videos. How exactly this will look is what we'll be figuring out in the next coming months. But with this emphasis, we hope we can take more time to produce our content right, to prevent any sloppiness that begin to show while not having random gaps like we just had. We'll be improving our overall Patreon experience, fixing some issues that cause rewards to get missed, as well as having access to our content much sooner than the rest of our YouTube audience. Basically, the YouTube community will continue as it is, but the real party will be on Patreon. Also, with this change in strategy, we want to lean more into the educational aspects of our content rather than just producing content for content's sake. So I want to ask any teachers or other educators to help guide us into producing content that is most beneficial to you. So contact me and let me know. Thanks for watching. We're going to wrap up this year with some mostly weekly releases as we finally wrap up cosmetics and several one-off series before the end of the year. At the beginning of next year, we're going to go into full-on production mode and focus on shooting several months worth of content so we no longer have to run into gaps like this. So our releases at that point might get a little bit more sporadic. So thanks for bearing with us. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and check out other content we have covering a wide variety of topics. Also, if you've enjoyed these series, consider supporting us on Patreon. We are largely a fan-funded channel and depend on the support of our viewers in order to keep our series going. Thanks for watching.